one less thing to do. Thing is so loud. Alas. So we're going to be making a little salmon salad. Not in the traditional sense. We're going to be making like a pan-seared salmon with a salad of haricot vert, like French cut green beans, French style green beans, little cherry tomatoes, ginger, radish, some scallion, little vinaigrette to kind of tie all that together. Nice, easy weeknight meal, weeknight salmon. So, got a pot going to blanch these green beans. We'll like I said, pan-sear the salmon, and then kind of like toss all of this salad components in the pan to like get the, incorporate all the flavors together. So let's get started. Just by kind of breaking these down, not necessarily in like regular shape, but nice geometric oblique cuts. And is there anything on these little cherry guys? There's not much fiber or anything there. Testing out a new lapel mic. So find yourself in the chat and maybe just let me know how the audio is. Also got a gigantic ring light that is super disconcerting. I've never done anything. My phone's buzzing like crazy. Nothing important. I'm only going to cook one piece of salmon. This is for my wife and I, but she gets home a little later tonight, so I'll sear hers a la minute, as they say. Probably enough, like a half pint of tomatoes. Save these tops for the end. I'm also going to shave the radish at the end. I'm not going to shave radish into something I'm going to heat up. Sponsor of this little stream, another streamer named Tactical Hat, loves scallions. So I try to incorporate them in every dish that I make. And then just like the tiniest little piece of ginger, probably just like break it right there. Save that for later. And I'm gonna not peel this in the traditional sense because I want like a little ginger like tile cut. Turn this up a little bit. God, it's so loud. So save these to garnish. We'll garnish with the radish as well. Add some lemon, garlic, butter. Got everything that we need basically. Grab our salmon. So sometimes like Fresh Market they sell like the whole piece, but they had them pre-portioned out today, which I'm not a fan of because like I hate to buy 2 pieces of like center cut salmon because like customers behind me aren't really gonna like go with the tail pieces, but like ideally I probably could have just stuck with this piece and removed the belly side. But we'll cook this one for Sarah. Probably end up cutting this one in 2 and then make salmon again later in the week. But we're gonna remove like the bellies. But like, tell me on like what planet does that make sense for the butcher to sell it? Why would you portion it here and not here? I don't know, man. I don't run a grocery store. Let's use this knife to remove the bellies. Do a very good job of scaling this guy, huh? It's all good. We'll cut like right about thereabouts. 2 pieces of salmon, well 3 pieces of salmon, but we'll cook this one at a later date. Knife away. Water's coming up to a bit of a boil for these beans. Not enough salt in my crock for that. Let's go get the box of salt. Should just put this thing on full blast, huh? That's as high as it goes right there. There we go. we'll add like a little bit of like white balsamic vinegar as like our acidity in the salad. I have some lemon too, but generate layers, you know. Just gonna drop those beans into boiling water to give them a little bit of a blanch. I'm not gonna like really bother shocking them because I'm not even gonna like cook them all the way through here. And I want the salad to be served warm, you know. Let's go ahead and season our fish. Good amount of salt. Black pepper. Skin side as well. Skin doesn't like really like hold seasoning, so you kind of want to like pat it in there. Fish spat. Let's get a slotted spoon out for our take these beans out of the water. As they will be ready shortly. Ideally, once these are done, I'll move the camera over to watch the cooking of the salmon, so it's a little bit more interesting. Hopefully. At least mildly more interesting. So, good enough on the beans. They're like still very crunchy. Like I said, I just wanted to take a little bit of the rawness out of them. We're gonna toss them in the pan after we finish cooking our salmon. So they'll get like as tender, appropriately tender at that point. The salt water also helps to like get some of the seasoning in there, you know. Yep. Two more little guys in here. Yes, yes. All right. Now our pan will come up to heat. Now, like when I pan sear salmon, I like to start in like a pretty hot pan. As soon as I put it in, skin side down, and like press it, I'm gonna drop the heat to like medium-ish, like a little bit below medium, to like really like crisp up the skin, and we'll flip it. We'll cook it like 60, 70. Is that dragon? Welcome, Normal. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hey, how's the sound, buddy? Because I'm and I have no idea what it sounds fast about it. Well, what does that mean? The whole last line was muffled. Oh, really? Is it maybe because I crinkled the paper? And then did it sound weird after that? Meaning it sounds like crap now. I don't know, man. I didn't do anything. Oh, alright. Cool. So let's see how well this like works out. So I feel like I can like loosen this a little bit. And maybe like move it a little bit like. Oh no. Alright. Sweet. It's like a little weird. It's like a little skewed. But, oh yeah, we're getting there. We're hot. Alright, good amount of oil. Salmon. We're going to drop this down a little bit. It is getting like pretty hot. And then like lay it right in. And then use our fish spatula to like keep it flat. So that the skin doesn't buckle. Good for now. Get rid of this gross salmon paper. Clip inbound. Oh, nice. My first clip, I think. These little burners are so finicky, though. Like, so it's an induction burner. It works based on a magnet. You have to use a steel pan, and then it basically just like causes the steel molecules to rub against each other and generate. Oh, you know what is bad about this is that my hood is not in this area. I hope it doesn't like kick the smoke detector off. Oh, time to learn a new lesson soon. So it makes the steel molecules rub against each other, and that's how it creates heat. But oh, thanks, dude. Thanks, normal. The voice is going in and out again, though. All right. Definitely something to troubleshoot. So I appreciate you sticking with me. So anytime you lift it off, it's going to beep like that because the magnet gets removed. I wonder if it's like a distance thing because like I have like this little like USB receiver. Had salmon once and you couldn't stand it. It was very red. Like sockeye or like wild salmon is like a way darker color, and it definitely does have a more intense flavor. This is like farmed Atlantic, nothing spectacular. All right, gonna go ahead and give this guy a flip. And pretty crispy. And we're gonna baste, as we do, with butter, garlic, and thyme. Grab your basting spoon. So basically, anytime I go to lift this off the baste, it's gonna beep at me, but that's okay. Yeah. That beeping's no fun, huh? I'm gonna drop the heat down. God, that beeping is so bad. taste me like one of your other girls. What is that, the Titanic? Like, right now we're probably like sitting at like pretty raw on the inside, but I personally like my salmon like like below medium, so we should be done sooner rather than later. Just gonna let it roll for a little bit. When salmon comes out of the pan, we have our tomatoes, scallions, ginger, and our beans. We're gonna toss all this in the pan and plate it up. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Like at all, dude? Do you like it? Do you like it? Trying to figure out what to make for dinner and you don't know? Hey, thanks for the follow, Buck Tucker. Oh, shrimp cocktail is always a delight, in my opinion, especially if you get like super horseradishy cocktail sauce. Welcome, dude. We're making some salmon, little salmon salad situation. Go ahead and start cutting my scallion greens. We're making fish. Okay. We probably are done. Grab a plate. Oh yeah. Definitely. Just give it like a few more bastes for old time's sake. The butter's like, all the milk solids are super caramelized now. I'll let that hang out right there. You're gonna get all these like basting this garlic and thyme out of here. Just like discard that basically. Most of it. Add our green beans. That we blanched already. And our tomatoes and scallions and ginger. The fish is done, yeah. Season. We're gonna throw a little red chili flake in there. This is too healthy for... I wish this thing didn't beep every time I took it off the heat. I'm sure you guys wish that too. It's like super frustrating. If I dial this lapel mic in, hopefully you won't be able to hear it as much. Add some nacho cheese sauce and pizza. beef doesn't bother you? All right, it's a splash of like white balsamic vinegar to turn that brown butter into like a vinaigrette. Do we get credit, Forbes? I have my sign off. Give a bean a taste. Need a little bit more salt. A little black pepper in there. Round out that acid flavor with some lemon juice. Bean down. And then we're good to go, fellas. Turn this off. We'll plate the beans and the tomatoes down first. Make like a little bed situation. Oh, I wonder if I should move this back over. Why not cut the green beans up? I'm a noob. You could for sure, but these are like French style. They're like a little bit like on the baby side, and they're super thin. That you don't really have to. They're just like super chill, super tender, easy to eat. Usually, like you cut up like thicker, like leather britches style beans, like those like adult. You know, that's why you see them cut like that in the can because they're like very hearty. All right, salmon salad. Basically done. We're gonna shave a little radish over the top. With our trusty mandolin. Oh, good, they're going everywhere. And last but not least, our little scallions that we cut earlier. And there you go. Super easy dinner. You know what? We should put a little bit of this like vinaigrette, this like pan vinaigrette in here as well. Like a little bit on top. Boom. Try to make my cut not a complete disaster so we can appreciate this at least a little bit. Hope you all can see that. Fish and radish chips. The rag is clean, bro. It looks pretty amazing, though. You wouldn't even give it a try, dude? You're one of those guys. There's a BDM that only eats like pizza and chicken tenders or some such thing. And I think I'm supposed to like taste this in front of you all now, right? Isn't that how a cooking show works? We established this in a previous episode. Yeah, but like, have you ever had like properly cooked fish, you know? A lot of people don't like a lot of things, and they're like, I've never had it this way. So it's like a little bit. Oh no, here we go. Look at this piece right here in the middle. That's like a perfectly cooked piece of salmon right there. It's like still that. I'm gonna lift this up a little bit to show you. Still like a little bit on the darker orange side. You get that cooked ring around there. Man, oh man, I impress myself sometimes. I showed it off. Oh, you're probably a little late. It's fucking good. Heavy breading, and I would try. Sarah's still at work, bug tucker. 30 minutes. I cooked it in 30 minutes. Super easy. I think dinner. Probably needs like a little bit more lemon juice. But, you know, anybody can make this. That's kind of the idea of what we're trying to do here. I gotta make some overnight oats, but shit. I also have to go pick up my kid, so I'm gonna go do that. Trying to keep these streams like short during the week. I was gonna stream over the weekend, but like my internet kept going in and out on Sunday, and I made like a shit ton of prep, which is super disappointing because I could have rounded stream hours. I get home at like 4 for the most part, so I'm gonna try and stream from 4 to like 5:30 until I have to go get Teddy. I don't know if we're gonna do it every day because there's gonna be like leftovers nights and stuff like that, but a few times during the week, and then hopefully on Sundays, Saturdays or Sundays as well, like a longer stream. Yeah, we're almost to 50 followers. If we get to 50 followers, then we can become a Twitch affiliate, and then maybe, you know, you could spend your Twitch Prime token on me, throw me a few shekels, help me pay for the grocery bill. Otherwise, like, I just set up a Patreon account with some, I think, pretty interesting reward tiers on the Patreon. And if we get enough patrons, not necessarily like a monetary value, but if we get enough patrons, I'm gonna do like a summer lechon, like a summer pig roast party to invite everybody over to. Just try and you share that yet? What, the Patreon? I haven't I just made it, and I don't want to sit here and beg people for money for something that I'm just starting out on. If you feel like throwing me some shekels, by all means, but I mean, I'm not gonna. You better beg. Sweet Buck, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I think the lechon reward tier is pretty cool. So even if 50 people give me $1, that'll unlock that. I don't know. I'm super new to this, so it's a complete nightmare disaster. And that's super Cuban, super fun. It's just roasted pork and congri, which is rice and beans, but with it's good shit. No stick involved. We take the pig and we butterfly the whole thing and put it in between two pieces of wire to make it a big it's a big situation. All right, but I gotta go get Teddy now, so I'm gonna go. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Share it, get us to 50 followers. That's my only goal right now. Appreciate it. See you later. Good job not forgetting your kid. Nice.